Title: Money is not yet lacking. Why do young marriages still have financial stress? Love psychology. Introduction. There are evenings when the husband and wife sit next to each other. No arguments, no loud voices, but also not much talking. One scrolls through the phone, the other looks at the TV screen, but actually not watching. In the mind, only a small thought lingers. This month should be okay, right? Money is still enough to pay the rent, still enough for food, still not at the point of shortage or debt. But for some reason, the feeling of tiredness remains, and marriage suddenly feels heavier than when newlywed. Part 1. The situation of young marriage, 25 to 35 years old. Ages 25 to 35 is the age when things start to stabilize, at least on paper. Having a job, having a steady income, having your own small family. But it is also from that time, responsibility is no longer just one person's matter. No longer spending money on impulse. No longer making quick decisions like when single. Everything has to be thought through one more step. Think about today. Then think about next month. Then think further for the coming years. Money, in theory, is not lacking, but the feeling of security has never really existed. Because the older you get, the more you understand. Just one small incident. Everything can go off track very quickly. Part 2. Money, the thing that hurts no matter where it touches. When young, money is for spending, for going out, for experiences, to make up for the years of hard work. At that time, the couple understood each other easily. Because they were both tired, both happy, both thinking short term. But then, life doesn't stand still. Money begins to have new duties, not just for spending on oneself, but for things that haven't appeared yet, but will surely come. Thinking of children. Even before birth, already calculating in the mind. Tuition fees, milk money, medicine money, countless unnamed expenses. Then the parents on both sides, maybe still healthy today, but everyone understands. Age waits for no one. A phone call reporting illness, a sudden hospitalization, an amount of money to be quietly arranged, and money. At this point is no longer just a number, but a silent question. Who bears this responsibility more? There are expenses not written down on paper, but deeply recorded in the heart, sending a little more money to one side. The other side begins to fall silent, not out of selfishness, but because of the feeling that they are no longer on the same side. Money in marriage is the thing that most easily hurts people yet is the hardest to talk about. Part 3. The emotional distance after money. After mentioning money many times, people start to talk less. Not because there's nothing to say, but because speaking up feels exhausting. There are very small matters, like an extra purchase, an amount sent back to the family, an unfinished plan. No one argues loudly, no one makes a fuss. It's just that every time money is mentioned, the atmosphere at home naturally sinks. Some feel they are bearing too much. Others feel unfairly blamed. And then, instead of talking to each other, people choose silence to get it over with. Husband and wife still live together, still eat at the same table, still sleep in the same bed. But the distance gradually grows without them realizing. Conclusion. There are tirednesses in marriage not coming from lack of money, but coming from the feeling that each person is carrying a different worry. If you see yourself in this story, then perhaps you are not alone. And if the above has touched you, please subscribe to the channel to continue listening to very real stories about marriage, money, and the unnamed silences.